The answer comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this race
is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out from Texas A&M at quarterback, Kellen Mond.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Down Mond. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. On 2nd and very short, Mond. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. The touchdown giving him the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week with a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So a long field ahead for the Ravens to start things out. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Stafford. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Stafford. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
On 1st down, here's Mon. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Mon looks to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Browns at 4-6 now in the year. They're coming off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Mon. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Mon going to throw it. Another completion here to Hunt. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 39. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mon. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mon looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the 1st quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Dafe away. In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Cade York on now for the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From the 6. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd, and it's a fumble. And I think the Browns got it. They did. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 32. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Bond looks to throw on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
Escaping the press, and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Justin Tucker done for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Mond. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by OBJ. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Browns set to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On 1st and 10, here's Mond. He completes it to Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mond. Over the middle, and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And the Ravens taking the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the 50, it's Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Breaking through to drop him, that's Perrion Winfrey.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football, Doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to get that outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. 2nd and 5 now. Mon. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd down from the gun. It's Mon. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 4-point game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short. Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Stafford. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Mon's throw taken in by Cooper here. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll set up to throw. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Can't go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. A throw over the middle, taken in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mon. toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mon looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On first down, here's Mon. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mon going to throw it. Caught on the slant. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The York on now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never...
Quick slant, that's caught by the 5'11 Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 2. From the 50, Stafford. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. To the air again, Stafford. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Again, it's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Here's Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Derrick Henry, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Vikes locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
One back in the back, and he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I know in this spot they have to be thinking to themselves, let's go ahead and go for it right now. We don't know if we'll get another opportunity. But if you trust your defense at all, you kick the field goal and maybe have one more shot later.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Tucker's kick is good. Get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter.
Mond looks to throw on first down.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mond out of the shotgun.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Mond.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Man, that's a 3rd fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it for us to see a running back lose it 3 times trying to carry it?
Mond to the air on 1st and 10.
Wide open, Amari Cooper.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond.
It's caught by OBJ.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Mond.
This is caught.
Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Now Mond.
Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Kellen Mond
taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
York now for the extra point.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And right side, they're going to go option here.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down, keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Holding. Offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
A gain of 17 yards brings up second down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mond. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So, Charles, this organization used a high pick to acquire this man's defensive services, and that's a good reason why right there as he's able to force the safety.
Yeah, it's not just his athletic ability that they drafted. They love his mind, and to me, he saw that play develop in his head before the snap. He knew the point he needed to get to. An unbelievable instincts for the game came to the front. Heck of a play he just made right there.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And take it right on the 30. The Ravens ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now it's Stafford. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Play action. Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Stafford.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to the QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
A 66-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And the Browns getting set to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Mon now off of play action.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled down. He wound up getting 8.
Sure, they had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Mon throwing for it.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Stafford. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Grant on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Mond's throw taken in by Cooper here. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Mond going to throw it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Mond looks to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, here's Mond. He finds his target, Beckham. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Hunt is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
The York on now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. And now here come the Ravens. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Flush to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Stafford now to throw. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 11.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Now they'll run on the draw. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. On 1st and 10, Stafford. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. To the air again, Stafford. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Perrion Winfrey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They snap it to Stafford. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Tylan Wallace, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Second down, here's Chubb again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
A carry here for Hunt. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens 1-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cleveland, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, their luck may have run out as